and welcome back to my English lessons. And today we're going to continue talking about English consonants. And this is our third video in a video series about English consonants. If you haven't watched the video about consonant reading rules and consonant digraphs that form brand new sounds, I do advise you to follow the links in the description down below. Please watch them, they'll be very useful. But today we are focusing on silent consonants. We'll be reviewing those consonant digraphs, in other words, combinations that have these silent letters, and you'll see the reason why some letters are silent. And I'm also going to give you some random words, some exceptions, which most students read incorrectly, but we are going to practice them and you won't make any mistakes again. Okay, let's get on with the lesson. And we're starting with the letter B. Letter B is usually silent when it's followed by letter T. And we read the words doubt, that, subtle. But please make sure that you pronounce letter B in the following words: obtest, obtrude, obtain. Obtain, it means to get something. And letter B is silent when it stands at the end of words and it is preceded by letter M. So letter M stands before letter B. And we read comb, thumb, numb, limb, lamb, climb, and its derivative climber, plum, plumber. But letter B is pronounced when these combination stands in the middle of words, and we say remember, member, number, symbol, ambiguous. Ambiguous, it's something that has two meanings, something unclear or confusing. I hope that today's lesson won't be ambiguous for you. And as you can see from these two combinations, that letter B is usually silent at the end of words. Don't pronounce it, but don't forget to write it. And the next letter is letter C. And letter C is always silent when it stands between letters S and vowels I and D. And actually it is very easy to understand why, because when letter C is followed by vowels I and E, we pronounce it as the sound S. And letter S at the beginning of words also has the sound S, and that's why pronouncing sound S twice at the beginning of words is impossible. That's why we just omit letter C and we pronounce only letter S as the sound S. And we say scissors, science, scene, scenario, descent, fascinate. Fascinate, it means to attract somebody, enchant. Next one is letter D, and here we have a consonant digraph DG, and it's followed by letter E. As you remember, when letter G is followed by letter E, it is pronounced as the sound J, and pronouncing D and J sound together would be too much. That's why we just omit letter D in pronunciation, and we pronounce J sound instead. And we say badge, edge, fridge, judge, bridge. Letter D is also silent in the middle of words when it's preceded by letter N. Sandwich, handsome, handkerchief. But please make sure that you spell and write these words correctly and never omit D in writing. And another word that I wanted to give you with letter D is the word paradigm. D is not pronounced. And the next letter is letter G. And letter G is silent at the end of words when it's followed by letter N. And we say design, align, sign, foreign, rain, campaign. But please make sure that you pronounce letter G when this combination stands in the middle of words. And we say signature, ignore, magnificent. And magnificent is something excellent, perfect, significant. Yes, another example. And the next letter is letter H. And letter H is very interesting because it can be silent by itself, we already discussed it, or it can form new sounds like in different consonant digraphs. But today we'll focus on another consonant digraph where letter H is always silent. And this is combination RH. For instance, rhinoceros, rhythm. And there are many medical and scientific words where we have this combination. Rheumatic, rhinoplasty. Letter K is very easy. We never pronounce it in the combination K-N at the beginning of words. And we say knock, knee, neat, night, know, knowledge. Knowledge when you know something. And I hope that now you've got this knowledge and you won't read K again. And letter L. And mostly letter L is silent when it's preceded by vowels A, O, U, and it's followed by a consonant. For example, huff, cuff, pum, bum, walk, talk, chalk, yolk, and could, would, and should. Never pronounce letter L. There is another random word, some exception, where we shouldn't pronounce letter L, and this is the word salmon. Yes, it is salmon, and L here is silent. Next one is letter N, and letter N is silent after letter M at the end of words. It's so logical, it's quite hard to pronounce m together. That's why omit it. Make it easier and say hymn, autumn, column. Letter P is always silent at the beginning of words in such combinations PS, PT, and PN, so it's not pronounced. And we say psychology, psychic, pneumonia, pterodactyl. Another random word where letter P is silent, please learn this word, and this is receipt. Receipt. That's some paper that we get in the shop or in the restaurant after paying our bill. Letter S is not pronounced before letter L in the following words: island and isle. Isles. Never pronounce it, please. Learn it. And some random word: debris. Debris is some trash or garbage or waste. Letter T is very interesting because there are many cases where letter T is silent. For example, when it stands between letter S and it's followed by EN. And we have this combination STEN, and T is silent, and we say listen. So listen to me and repeat after me. Fasten, moisten. Also in this combination, STLE. We say whistle, castle, hustle. And I would like to highlight those words where letter T stands at the end of words and it is silent. These words are mostly of French origin. For example, ballet, beret, gourmet, buffet, sorbet. So letter T is not pronounced. Let me add some exceptions where letter T is also silent, and let's practice these words and never make mistakes with them. And they are asthma, Christmas, mortgage, soften. The word often can be pronounced in both ways, and we can say often or often. It's your choice. And I hope you all know this, but let's repeat it. And when we have consonant digraph WR, which stands at the beginning of words, we pronounce only R sound and we say right, wrong, wrinkles, wrist, wrap. And again, some exceptions, some random words when W is not pronounced and they are to, sword, and answer. W is silent. That's it for today's lesson. It was sweet and short, and as you can see, it wasn't ambiguous, and I hope that you learned something significant today. Please practice the words. I hope to see you in my next videos. There are going to be videos each and every week. That's why not to miss them. Please subscribe. If you liked the lesson, give that thumbs up, and please write more examples in the comments down below, and I'll be glad to review them. Thank you and see you then.